Hello, welcome to your videos on how to send emails through Odoo. And today we're gonna learn the everything we need to know about the whole process of sending an email. So the first thing we need to know is to identify the module of email marketing, and we will identify it through this beautiful envelope that I'm moving around here that says email marketing. We just gotta click on it. And then whenever we want to create a new email, what we need to do is we go to the top right left where we can read the word new, the button new. And then it will open a window that looks something like this. There are different elements that we can identify here. You can see here, for example, that we have some favorite, let's call them, templates that have been created by other users if they are public. If not, we can also find some templates that Odoo offers. We also have something called A/B test in case we want to create two versions of an email that will share the same information to see which one performs better. Generally, we don't use that. But there's something important to notice here. Here on the top, we have the first field would be the subject, right? Like, what will people see when they receive the email? Could be sales on all t-shirts, new sale on all t-shirts. Now you will see here that we have an emoji icon where we can include emojis, but also we have this little magic wand that we can use to, for example, include in the subject the name of the person that will receive the email. So we can say hello first name, and that would be hello Brian, for example, if the person is registered under that name. And then we put the rest of the email. Hello Brian, this is an 5 houses, it actually is a 5 houses reminder or whatever, you know, traditionally. So the next thing, which is very important, is to identify who is going to receive this email. And here in recipients, you can see that we can select a mailing list, which is generally the option that we want to select. But we have also, like, for example, a specific contact and a specific candidate, depending on who do we want this email to be received from. Now, here, if we select mailing list, then we can see all the different mailing lists that we have created throughout Odoo. So this is important because we want to send this to the right group of people. All right. So basically, if you click on search more, you will see this list that I'm showing right now, and you can see how many people will receive it. You will see how many emails have been sent to that person and what's their bounce rate, meaning how many people didn't actually receive the email because of whatever problem with their servers or any stuff of that kind. Now, this is an important, very, very important section right here, which is the settings. Now, there is something that you need to pay attention to, which is when we select or when we write down the from, meaning from which email these people will be receiving the email, there's two elements that we need to consider. Number one, the thing here in between quote marks. That would be the name that the email inbox will show to the user. And here will be the email address that we will be using to deliver that email. What is the difference? If we leave it only with the email address, then when the users receive the email, it will look like something like an email received from and the email address. That is technically not incorrect, but from a branding, marketing point of view, and also user experience, is not something very professional actually. It could even look like they are receiving a spam email from a fake address. Okay, even though the domain is correct, the first impression is not a very good one. So we gotta be careful to make it look nice. That's why we have this structure right here. Whatever you put in between the quotation marks is the name that you want them to see. So for example, here I could put Brian Mendoza, or I could put Brian Mendoza from ACI, right, in this case. And in between, this is very important, in between these two symbols, we will put the email. Okay, it is important, by the way, to include the quotation marks and this symbol right here that I don't know the name in English, but it is important that we include both, because that's the way that we indicate the system which field is which one is the name, which one is the email. Okay, now there's something important to keep in mind also. Here in mail server, depending on which company will you be using to send the email from, you will need a different server. So if the email is coming from Asian Classics Institute, then we gotta make sure that the mail server right down here says Asian Classics Institute broadcast. If not, let's say I want to send it from 5 houses. Oh. Then we gotta make sure that we select the 5houses.org broadcast server. That is very, very important, okay? Because this helps to the reputation of our domain. The reputation allows the users, well, actually allows the email sent not to fall into the spam bin automatically, right? This part of responsible, it's pretty much who's sending the email. You can change it or not. The reply to is the email that people can reply to if they have a question. Could be the same email address, or it could be, for example, the email address support@asianclassicsinstitute.org. When people write to this email address, then a support ticket will be created in Odoo that the tech team can look at, and then solve their questions. Okay, so probably this is a good option, just to put the support email address. Now remember, let's make it look professional, pretty, and something that people can trust. So we will go like this: support ACI, for example, right? Or 5 houses. You can include attachments like in any regular email. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Once your email is ready, you gotta click on send on the top left right here, send, or schedule, or test if you want to test it first. Or even you can add it as a template if you are creating a template that others can use to keep a look and feel on the emails that we deliver to our users. By the way, if you want to create something, well, to use one of the templates, you can just select any of the templates here, or you can start from scratch. And once you click on it, you will see something like this. You can click on the text and change the text, any regular. You can click on the image, and then you can click here on the right on their image you can click on replace and bring an image from whatever we already have or upload from your computer. And that's pretty much it. Once your email is ready, just send. It is going to take, let's do a test right now. Let me send it to a user. And here we can send, like, use a filter. We're gonna go to name. Name equal to Brian. Let's check. Okay, we have 2 records with Brian Mendoza. Let's see. Okay, it's my personal and my business email, so that's okay. Once we know, we make sure that we can actually select here, I think, which one. Once we have the proper people that we need them to receive the email, we just click on send. Here is, be careful because this is gonna be sent right now to all the people that you selected. We say, yeah, I'm sure that I want to send. And I want you to notice here that here this email changed from draft to in queue. And then from there, we will be having one that once the time has passed, maybe 5 to 10 minutes, we will have here this change to sending and then to send. Okay, and once it is sent, you can go back and you will see the status right here on the right of that particular email. That's pretty much it. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.